So it's like 5:30 in the morning and I can't sleep, so I was like, you know what? Let me film a video. That's how my face is beat. If you all hear cars and stuff in the background, there's probably people who are getting ready to go to work. We're just not going to take that on. But in today's video, I'm going to talk about how I grew my hair. But honestly, this video is less about how to grow your hair and more about how to maintain healthy hair, which will in turn grow, because I don't think there's like any miraculous like secrets or like anything that one could do to literally grow their hair, and if there is, then let me know. I mean, you could drink your water and mind your business. I think that works too. Don't worry, I'm just playing. I'm not even 2 minutes into the video, my hair is already making me hot. So you'll need to bear with me. Okay, so I had to put my hair up because it was like too hot. But to prevent myself from going on and on and on, I wrote all of my tips in my book, and it's just to help me stay on track. But before I even get into how I grew my hair and how I maintained length, I just want to say that my mom, she is mixed with, I just want to say that my mom is African and my dad, he's Indian, and together when they made me, obviously I'm going to be mixed, and I'm from the Caribbean, so they call me Doglo, but it's just like black and Indian mixed together, and that does play a big part in why my hair is long. So I just wanted to put that out there because I get a lot of questions about what I'm mixed with, what's my ethnicity, what's my race, all of those things. So now, how I grew my hair. Honestly, for somebody that don't even like to comb their hair very often, I'm surprised that my hair is kinda healthy, because if you see me on a regular day, my hair is like a mess all the time. But anyhow, so my first tip is to have a simple hair care regimen, and honestly, I feel like once you don't do too much to your hair and overwhelm it, your hair is gonna grow. If you continue playing and playing and playing, that will cause a lot of breakage. So this is what I usually do: wash days, shampoo, conditioner, deep conditioner, and then style my hair, whether it's like a wash and go or mini twist or any kind of protective hairstyle. And usually that's it until the next wash day. And I know that's ridiculous for some people, but that's just what works for me. It's just what works for me. I don't okay, so like during the week I might do buns and stuff, but I really don't play in my hair a lot. Like combing my hair every day, that's just like a little too much for me, unless it's like work or school and stuff. But if that's what you have to do, then I would try to find some kind of protective hairstyle that is low manipulation. So yeah, buns are great, but like do mini twists and leave it throughout the week, or like box braids, or like Mali twists or full or something that your hair is like properly well taken care of and tucked away and not breaking off. See, this is why I need my book, because I go on and on and on. So the next thing is to pay attention to your hair and what it needs. And I put this tip in because when I just started my journey, coconut oil was like a big deal. Like, oh my god, use coconut oil for this, that, the other. And I was trying to jump on that wave. I was using coconut oil, doing scalp massages, and I just felt like my hair was feeling like wire and falling. And I was like, I wonder if it's the coconut oil. And when I removed coconut oil from my routine, I saw a huge improvement in the way that my hair felt, how it looked. Like, I guess my hair is protein sensitive, and the coconut oil was just doing too much. So that's why I say, like, pay attention to what your hair needs. If you feel like your hair doesn't like a specific ingredient or a specific product, then stop using it. basically master protective hairstyles / low manipulation hairstyles. So like do buns and mini twists and box braids, Mali twists, full locks, things like that to help protect your hair. I feel like that's like the first step. The fourth tip is to deep condition, and I had to put this as its own separate thing because I feel like a lot of persons know that deep conditioning is really important, yet still they don't do it, and it's just like, bro, why are you playing yourself? But deep conditioning basically is like a jam, like a whole set of nutrients in one product that should be good for your hair, right? And you put it on your hair and you leave it in your hair for like say 15 to 45 minutes. Some people leave it on longer. People like me, I sleep in my deep conditioners because yeah, that just works for me. But I feel like, especially if you have low porosity hair and you use a little heat with them like whatever deep conditioner you like, you're gonna see such a big difference. Your hair's gonna be like a lot more moisturized, and depending on what specific things your deep conditioner tackles, it's just gonna benefit your hair. So like do some deep conditioning. Trust me, it's gonna pay off. And it doesn't even have to be like so much deep conditioners. You could like Google DIY deep conditioners, like with eggs and mayonnaise and honey and avocado and bananas, all kind of crazy things, and it'll work just as good as like a sheer moisture. Well, not just as good. Some masks are like real good, and some DIY masks are like even better. But you just have to find one that works for you. So I feel like I'm going through all of this like really, really quickly, and I'm proud of myself and not like rambling on and on and on. Anyhow, so my fifth tip is to detangle your hair when it's wet. Listen, I don't know about you all, but my hair, like if I do a wash and go and I leave it for like a week, it starts to get really dry and matted. There's no way in hell any comb and like diamond brush or any kind of tangle tape or teaser, whatever you call it, going through my hair without ripping and bursting through the knots. So detangle when your hair is wet and put some conditioner on that, and I promise you detangling is gonna be so much easier. Like you're gonna lose a lot less hair when you detangle when your hair is wet. The sixth tip is to have regular trims when necessary, and I feel like this is important, and a lot of persons don't understand the importance of it. But as your hair grows, obviously you know that the ends get dry, and I feel like how I think about it is that the dry parts of your hair is like sucking all of the nutrients from the top, right, your scalp. Now sometimes you just have to let them go. Like your hair will be like struggling to maintain the moisture and the nutrients if all of the good stuff being taken away by these dead ends that holding on for dear life. And it also helps like your hair, like if you find like your hair dropping and getting real frizzy, you probably need a trim. If you have a lot of split ends and single strand knots, you probably need a trim. And you don't need to cut your hair every 3 months or every month. Like just do it when you feel like it's necessary. Listen to your hair, see when those ends look like it's crazy. Like right now, I know, like my hair need a trim. The ends are like terrible. But I wanted to do this video and show you guys how long my hair is before I trim it. You know? But like on a regular, I try to trim my hair when necessary. Sometimes it could be every 6 months. Sometimes, like right now, it's like a year since my last trim. But I do try to take care of my hair with which is another thing. Okay, tip number 7, scalp massages. I cannot stress how much of a difference scalp massages make, especially if you are trying to grow your hair. That just stimulates hair growth, but also moisturizes your scalp and kinda I don't know, it moisturizes your scalp, and depending on what you use for your scalp massage, it can actually help with dandruff and eczema and psoriasis and any kind of scalp problems that you might have. But Lord, I love me a good scalp massage, and if you do it with hot oil, a hot oil treatment, even better. But try to do scalp massages every time you're gonna wash your hair. It's gonna be lit, it's gonna pay off. Blood gonna be circulating in your scalp, and your hair is gonna be flourishing and growing. Get on it. My next tip is to protect your hair, and that goes from when you're sleeping to just every regular what? That goes from sleeping to regular daily life. When you're sleeping, either use a bonnet or certain pillowcase or a scarf or something. And if you don't need your hair to be out, keep it in a little pineapple, wrap it up in a scarf, keep it in your bonnet. The constant rubbing on your clothes is gonna make your hair break off. On your pillow, same thing. Try to protect your hair and keep it away from constant rubbing. Does that even make sense? But yeah, you can get a satin scarf, bonnet, pillowcase, or even just have it up in a bun. Little things like that. My 9th tip is to use less heat. And I feel everybody knows this, but yet still to pay attention to this tip. If you're trying to grow your hair, frying it every week with your flat iron does not make sense. That is counterproductive. So if you use less heat, you will see a big difference. And if you are going to use heat, make sure you use a heat protectant spray or some kind of treatment or something like that, because you don't want to fry your hair off and cause heat damage and shut yourself back. And number 10, personally I don't use this, but I know that it helps. Supplements, so hair affinity and sugar bear hair. I personally never use those things. I have had some of the GNC hair, skin and nails gummies, but I don't take that regularly because it has biotin in it and it tends to break me out. But yeah, if you feel you need supplements, then find one that works for you, and I guess do that. What's going on with my hair? But yeah, that's basically my 10 tips for how to grow your hair and maintain its length.